welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another story time. As y'all can tell by the title, this story is going to be about a bad Airbnb experience in Atlanta. So I'm gonna hop right into it. It's really not, I gotta just hop straight to it because it's not really much of a backstory except for me and my homegirl A. We were going to a random trip to Atlanta, and we were just gonna you know, just have a little weekend in Atlanta, you know, nothing too big, nothing too major. So we got this Airbnb. She was in charge of booking this Airbnb, so she booked it with the lady and everything, and I got the messages for that too. So let me just get to the messages. Okay. So yes, when we first put up to the building, I was looking because the room was in Buckhead. So when we first put up to the room, I was like, you know, like you know, like, I mean, not but like, it was a white building and it looked dingy. So if they was gonna not clean the bricks, they should just not have did it white. That's my thing. But it looked kind of dingy. And at first sus, but then, you know, sus isn't suspect. Then we went around the corner and it was like a whole little parking garage. So I guess I was like, okay, you know, whatever. So we ended up parking the car and going around trying to get in. And here you go. Hold on. So the first time we went in, and the key, well, first off, y'all, I gotta tell you how we had to get the key. So the key, okay, so she gave my friend a location of a lockbox to get the key. And the messages, because I got my homegirl sending me the messages, because keep in mind, she was the one who had booked the Airbnb. So I was like, send me these messages so I can do a story time. But yeah, so I see it's a cleaner just advised me the first lockbox wouldn't open for him. Instead, it's in the second one with the purple tape on it. The code is 1420. I'm gonna tell y'all because y'all not gonna know the space. I mean, I highly doubt it matters. She probably, hopefully she changed all this by now. But so yeah, so we had to meet and we had to go get to a lockbox. The lockbox was literally in front of like some random, like, I don't even know if it was like housing or what, but like a random building we kind of put in, and it was like a gate. So it was like a gate, and we pulled, you know, like right here. And then it was like lock boxes, literally just lock boxes. So then we had got the lock boxes, and like at first it wouldn't work, and then, you know, as you can see by the messages, and then, you know, I guess like they just sent out the code and it kind of worked. So boom, after we got the key, we like, okay, boom, we good. So we turned around, made a turn out, and went to the apartment, you know, the Airbnb. So it was like a, you know, yeah, so went to the Airbnb. So when we got there, we had went up, you know, walked all the way around the building, and, you know, with the thing, got it the first time. Okay, cool. Second time we come around, y'all, why we can't get up? Y'all, we had to play it off. We had to play it off so smooth because, for one, when we walking in, I had already seen it said, it had a sign that said basically no Airbnb for the rentals, you know, because, you know, it's an apartment, so, you know, you rent it. So no Airbnbs for the rental, you know, rentals of apartments and stuff. So I'm already seeing that, so I'm like, oh gosh. So basically we have to act like we're residents. So we go in the elevator. Well, no, not going in the elevator. We stand in front of the elevator because the thing is not going. So luckily some lady had walked up, and we, you know, was kind of talking to her, so she think we stay here. So she's like, you know what? We're like, yeah, it's acting up, you know. So she's like, yeah. So she had scared us, so we got on the elevator. So we got up that time. So when we finally got up that time, we got dressed, and we kind of changed into our outfits, and we went out. I think we ended up going to the mall and to get like a quick bite to eat, like kind of like a snack, I think. So we were on the way back to the room because we were about to go back and, you know, shower, freshen up, change, and go back out for like nightlife, like, you know, a lounge or something, you know, out nightlife. So when we get back to the room, for one, of course, you know, it was hard to get up, so we could barely get up. Okay, hold on, y'all. Well, no, I'll just insert these messages well, I guess it happened. Cause yeah, it just makes more sense. Okay, boom. So we go back, and I think y'all she parked, my homegirl parked in the front, and she was like, I'm gonna just go in and try to see if it worked, you know, rather than us having to walk all the way back around with our stuff, you know, do the whole shebang. So boom, she go and she tried to get in, and she can't get in. So she like, yeah, it's not working. I'm like, at all? She like, at all. So we like, dang. So she hit the lady up, and the lady says, use another key, you may have to push down. Wait, no, wrong part. Okay, boom. Y'all, hold on, I'm gonna put this in here. Y'all gonna have to backtrack. I mean, it's not that much backtracking, but I'm just gonna drop the messages here. So when I told y'all we couldn't get in the room, she ended up messaging her, and she was like, big lockbox. She told us to go get another key, y'all, another key. So that was one of the issues, because at this point I think we had ended up having like 3 keys. So we like, okay, all these keys are accessible, and we're supposed to be staying here in Atlanta. Like, I'm thinking sex trafficking, but I ain't saying that yet. I'm letting it ride till I get my evidence up type thing. So boom, big lockbox 2726, switch with the garage opener attached to the other key. And she was like, I was just about to text you the combination's not working. The last lockbox on the gate, the biggest one, correct. And she sold the code. She said, use another key, you may have to push it down. That worked. Okay, I'm so sorry about all this. Can you put the yellow key in your old garage opener in the next lockbox, and the code is 1420, so it doesn't get that stuck again. We left already, but we can go back once we check these keys. So now we got all these keys trying to get into the building so we can go freshen up, shower, you know, like I said, get out and go, you know, have some fun. So yeah, she said, oh no, you don't need to do that. And so she was like, yes ma'am, both fobs work, got the main doors. One doesn't work at all for the door, for the elevator, and one will work after 3 tries. I'll be contacting the leasing office as well as Airbnb. This is extremely inconvenient and unprofessional. She said, I tried to help you. How is it unprofessional if I'm doing everything in my power to help? So y'all, I guess this is when we get to this part. So she kind of had an attitude because I guess we were upset. But I mean, ma'am, it's a couple couples of keys. We're just 2 females, and we're staying in the Airbnb in Atlanta. That, why do you got all these keys just out there for people to just get in the same room is my thing. Especially, I mean, honestly, let's give it a buck. We don't really care that the apartment complex say no Airbnbs, because hey, people gonna do it anyway. They gonna get their coin by all means. So that's not the point. But the point is that you have all these keys for one room. Like, that just screams unsafe, because all these people can get in where I'm laying my head at, and I don't really know, and I don't know when they'll come in. And it's just, I mean, and as you can see, the locks are fluky. So it's like, I was kind of just really just not feeling it. So when we finally end up getting in the room, y'all, I told her, I was like, you know, I was like, we walked because we had walked in, and I kind of felt a breeze, and I was like, and I looked, I'm like, it's not like a breeze in here, like the balcony door open or something. And she looked, and she was like, oh. And she was like, wasn't this light on when we left? And I was like, yeah, I thought so. Mind you, y'all, when we had first initially went in the, I don't know if I skipped this part or if I said it, but when we first initially went in the room, the sinks had got clogged. Like, the water wouldn't go out, and I was just like, because we was disinfecting everything. I'm like, this is sketchy, especially being that she was sending a man, I think at this point, a man, her maintenance man, who get another key out to I think give us another key, because like I said, yeah, we had finally got in. So we get in the room, and I'm just like, yeah, like I said, y'all, she said something about the light. You know, like, when is that on? I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, that, plus I told her it felt like, oh, like the balcony was open. So I go look, it's closed, but I'm feeling the breeze. I'm like, so I'm like, so I go look in my room, well, look in her room, then I go look in our room. I was like, And I was like, I'm not staying here. I was like, I'm not staying here. I was like, you know, I'll drive back if need be, but I'm not staying here for the night. I do not feel safe. All these keys, you know, it's just too much going on. Like, I'm packing myself. I'm not sleeping here. Like, I don't feel safe. So she was like, yeah, you know, I think she had a family member. She was just gonna check and see. But at that point, I was just like, I'll drive back if need be. Like, I just go back. It was like a 2.5 hour drive. So I'm just like, let's just go back. So we go, and I'm getting my stuff ready, packing my stuff ready. She getting her stuff. And keep in mind, y'all, all we did when we got there was kind of like, you know, and you know, like kind of freshen up. And we had left and went to the mall because we had just got there. And like I said, the sink had clogged. So I'm like, yeah, no. So boom, get our stuff ready to go. So we by the door. She's doing something on her phone, and I'm just like, I said, yeah, I said, I'm finna go to the car. I said, because that man can pop up at any moment. I said, you don't want him to pop up, but we sitting here and he got us and it's just him and us in this room. I said, let's go. We can do this in the car. She's like, yeah, you right. So, y'all, kid y'all, as soon as we shut the door, we walk and turn around and walk away from shutting the door. He like, you know, aren't y'all two the ones who just came out the room? And we like, and I look, and I just looked at her, and I'm just like, told you so. So we just sitting here like, she's just like, yeah. She's like, we don't feel safe, you know, it's too many keys, you know, we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna leave, we're just gonna go. So y'all, why did the girl have an attitude? She really had an attitude with my homegirl. That's the funny part. So yeah, so she had an attitude, not she had an attitude, he had an attitude. Just kind of like, you know, like, give me the keys type thing. So we gave him the key, and we left. We got about it. I said, girl, let's go for these people get us because they mad. So boom, we sitting in the car, and my homegirl goes to call the girl. And because at this point we're calling, and I got the messages once again, you know? So we're calling and we texting. So well, she's calling her and she's texting her, she's on the phone, you know, she's communicating with her because like I said, she's the one who booked the Airbnb. So she's you know, texting her and stuff. And he's like, it's 11 p.m. and I paid him to come help. It just seems like you don't want help. This is finished. I had to explain that, and I'm finished reading this. And so she's like, you weren't at all. You sent us to open 3 different lock boxes that multiple people have access to. You informed me that you would let us know when maintenance was on the way. As we walk out, as we walk out, and maintenance is approaching the door. When we tell him we're leaving, he gets that attitude and asks for the key back. On top of that, you hung up in my face. So please tell me how that is helping or professional. So she's like, when using the lockbox, do you have any idea which apartment the keys go to? It don't matter. You can tell them people and send them people in to get us. Like, girl, anything can happen. Even black women be sex trafficking other black women. So, and we don't know you. So we looking at you like you're the enemy because we don't know what you could do. We don't know you. But anyway. In addition to that, both seats being clogged, we couldn't even bring that issue up because we were busy trying to get in. So she's like, I have people get keys from lock boxes that only go to their apartment, which only they know. And yeah. So then, you know, my homegirl gets on the phone with her, and I'm going to enter that clip right here. The lady hang up in her face, y'all. So yeah, here's the clip right here.
The issues, and at this point we're on the phone conversating, so what is going at this point is back and forth, nothing in writing anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just file with my bank. You know, if you're not going to just willingly give us the refund, we'll just get a refund.
Yeah, no, I'm not. So okay, all right.
We'll be telling them that.
And that's fine. We'll also be informing the leasing office. Oh, okay.
Okay, y'all. So yeah. Crazy, like, how did you just hang up in her face like that? Anyway, so then she texts her back and was like, as I said before, you hung up in my face. I'm not trying to go back and forth. If you aren't going to do the right thing and resolve the issue by giving me a refund, I will go through Airbnb. So yeah, and she's like, in the interest of going back and forth, you can have a refund. You don't want to be there, and I won't force it. I'm a single mom raising a son, and I can't deal with anyone willing to jeopardize that for extortion. Ma'am, this is a bit extreme for somebody who this is a bit extreme. She doing the most. So she's like, no one is trying to extort you at all. Now that you're willing to give a refund, what are the next steps so that we can receive the payment in a timely manner? Seeing how we now have to relocate in the middle of the night, I have no, in the middle of the night, pause. Then she was like, I have no control of them giving you money. I haven't even been paid by them for your reservation. You'd have to contact them, but I believe it's 35 business days. And she was like, okay, I'll reach out to them, thanks. And then she was like, it'll send me, you have to cancel first. It'll send me an email and then I'll push it through. And yeah. Rude. I said at that point, I was just like, I don't want to stay in Airbnbs no more, because I think we had another experience in Atlanta with it was my friend A and two of her friends. We went on a trip and the Airbnb was a catfish too. I was just like, and that was my first 2 Airbnb experiences, so I was just like, I don't think I feel comfortable eating here no more. I don't want to stay there no more. I don't like Airbnbs like that, like. But yeah, so then y'all, we ended up just packing our stuff up, and you know, well, it was already packed, but you know, packing the truck and went in her car and going back to our apartment. And yeah, we literally drove all the way back. She drove half and then I finished it off. Yeah, y'all, so that's my story time about the time we had a bad Airbnb experience. Like, I feel like we was gonna get sex trafficked or kidnapped or something, y'all. But yeah, if y'all like the story time, like, comment, subscribe, same post notifications on so y'all can see when I post. And if y'all want to hear about more story times, just let me know, y'all. I got so many story times. Like, I can tell so many stories. So if y'all like, let me see. I got some right now. Let me see. Like the time my sister got chased by a dog in Walmart. I probably have her. If I tell the story, I probably have her to tell her side of the story, because I don't know what was going through her head when she did what she did. Cause anyway, the time she got chased by a dog in Walmart. The time I almost died, y'all. I got hit by a truck. A pickup truck. I got hit by a pickup truck. Full force. I almost died. The time I got my car towed and I had to call the cops to get my car back. It's a lot of story times. I can go on. I literally got so many different stories. Like, my life is so funny. Like, I have so many story times I can go on and on about. Boy drama, not boy drama, but like just if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Like, it's just funny stuff. Like, I just have so many stories on stuff. Y'all want to know, just comment some story times y'all want to know, and if I can relate or if I have a story for it, I'll tell y'all. Like, so I don't know, just I don't know. Just let me know what y'all want to know. But yeah, like I said, y'all, comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Be ready for the next video. That's all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.